Heart of New York City, where shadows danced in the neon glow, Detective William Blackwell sat alone in his dimly lit office. It was a moonless night when a chilling call shattered the silence, echoing like a harbinger of dread. The voice on the other end, trembling and frantic, spoke of a chilling murder, one with no explanation. The decrepit building stood like a sentinel of the past, forgotten by time itself. Detective Blackwell arrived at the scene, greeted by the stench of decay and the lingering feeling of malevolence. The victim's lifeless eyes held a terror-stricken gaze, and strange symbols were etched into the walls, hinting at an unholy presence. As night deepened, Detective Blackwell's thoughts were haunted by dark whispers, as if the very air had taken on a malevolent presence. He sensed an insidious force at play, one that lived on fear and despair. Determined to unravel the enigma, he set off on a relentless pursuit that would lead him into the very heart of darkness. In the confines of his office, Detective Blackwell pored over the evidence from the murder scene. Among the gruesome details, he discovered a weathered diary, its pages filled with cryptic passages and ominous sketches. It spoke of a cursed history that intertwined with the present, leading him down a labyrinthine path. Detective Blackwell sought the expertise of Amelia Westwood, a brilliant demonologist. Her piercing eyes seemed to hold the secrets of 1,000 worlds. Together they explored the diary's enigmatic references and uncovered a connection to an ancient evil that preyed on lost souls. As night descended once more, Detective Blackwell and Amelia Westwood confronted a revelation that sent shivers down their spines. The diary's cryptic writings held a warning. The malevolent entity was not bound by time. It had been summoned before and would return to feed on the living. Detective Blackwell's nights grew restless. He was plagued by vivid, tormenting dreams of a dilapidated building cloaked in darkness. Each night, he felt drawn closer to the malevolent force lurking within. These visions were a sinister puzzle that begged to be unraveled. The dreams led Detective Blackwell to an abandoned mansion, a forgotten relic of the city's past. As he ventured inside, the air grew colder, and the shadows seemed to take on a life of their own. It was here that he would confront the source of the malevolence, hidden for centuries. Inside the mansion's heart, Detective Blackwell encountered the entity that had haunted his dreams, a specter of pure malevolence. As a sinister presence closed in, he fought to keep his sanity and confront the darkness that threatened to consume him. Detective Blackwell turned to Amelia Westwood, sharing his harrowing experiences and the impending malevolence. Amelia's knowledge of the supernatural ran deep, and she listened, her expression grave. A solution had to be found before the darkness consumed all. With an air of trepidation, Amelia delved into her vast library of occult lore. Together they uncovered a forbidden ritual, an insidious connection between the living and the dead. Its dark origins were rooted in a malevolent cult, and Detective Blackwell's determination grew stronger. Armed with newfound knowledge, Detective Blackwell and Amelia returned to the haunted mansion. The malevolent force within sensed their approach. Tension hung heavy as a confrontation with otherworldly proportions loomed, and they steeled themselves for the battle ahead. Detective Blackwell's pulse quickened as he stepped into the Whispering Gallery, its ornate walls covered in cryptic runes. The gallery seemed to breathe, exhaling chilling secrets into the air. Whispers surrounded him, a cacophony of voices from the beyond, impossible to decipher. Amelia's flashlight revealed portraits of past victims, their eyes following their every move. The paintings exuded malevolence, capturing the essence of souls trapped in torment. A ghostly presence loomed, and Detective Blackwell knew they were not alone. In the heart of the gallery, they found an ancient tome, bound in human flesh and inked in blood. Its pages detailed a pact made with a demon, promising unimaginable power in exchange for human souls. As Detective Blackwell read the incantation, he felt the presence drawing nearer, its hunger palpable. The detective and Amelia descended into the subterranean catacombs, where malevolence clung to the air like a suffocating shroud. The darkness seemed sentient, pushing against their flashlight beams. As they ventured deeper, whispers grew louder, forming a sinister chorus. Amelia uncovered an altar adorned with grotesque symbols and candles flickering with unholy flames. The walls were lined with shelves bearing ancient relics, remnants of souls long forgotten. Detective Blackwell shuddered, realizing the scale of the malevolent power they confronted. In the heart of the catacombs, they confronted the malevolent entity, a shape-shifting demon forged from despair. Its eyes glowed crimson as it taunted them with their darkest fears. Detective Blackwell and Amelia stood firm, ready to face the horror head-on. As Detective Blackwell and Amelia confronted the shape-shifting demon, ancient secrets unfurled. The demon revealed its origins, a curse born from a tragic love story, seeking solace through torment. The detective realized that understanding the malevolence was the key to defeating it. The detective and Amelia devised a plan to break the curse, offering the demon a path to redemption. They retraced the demon's tragic past, offering forgiveness and empathy. The malevolent entity, weakened by their compassion, began to waver. With unwavering resolve, Detective Blackwell and Amelia performed a ritual to break the curse. The demon, once formidable, trembled with the weight of its actions. As dawn broke over the city, the malevolent entity dissipated into a wisp of darkness, vanquished by the power of redemption. As the sun ascended over the city, its rays bathed Detective Blackwell and Amelia in a warm, golden light. They stood victorious amidst the remnants of their harrowing battle. The malevolent presence that once plagued their lives was no more, replaced by an eerie but profound stillness. With the curse broken, the city began to heal. People who had once lived in fear found newfound hope. Detective Blackwell and Amelia knew that their sacrifices had been worth it, for they had not only saved lives but also brought redemption to a tormented soul. In the aftermath, Detective Blackwell and Amelia pondered the lessons they had learned. They realized that sometimes, understanding and compassion could conquer even the darkest of forces. The city had been a battleground between good and evil, but it was also a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity.